my monitor setup, and you know, the importance of having enough real estate in the market. So again, I wanted to show you. There's a couple snapshots of my setup, and again, it's nothing too fancy, nothing that anybody could do this. You know, and this, you know, the important thing about this, even though I'm doing the radio show, I wouldn't want to trade with less monitors. And for myself, I mean, a lot of people might say this is overkill, but I actually probably would say it's a little bit overkill for an individual trader. But what I use it for is for the, you know, for the listeners out there, so I could be the eye in the sky. And what I do is I break down one of my monitors to cover the ES, which is right here. And then the other screens, I break these little charts up, break them down into little charts, and put them on the screen. Here's the ES, and then I break these other charts down, and this pretty much gives me a relative look of the overall markets compared to the S&P 500, which consists of 500 stocks. That's the reason I track the ES versus the overall market, and it's a better wider a wider range of the overall market components. So again, and I'll just have my other screenshots just broken down into different charts. And lots of times what I'll do is I'll section off an individual monitor and make that monitor like basic materials and oil and gas service stocks, and then another monitor will be financials, and another monitor will be service stocks or retail or something towards that effect, whatever I find that's setting up in the market. So I kind of keep an eye on each individual sector, and at the same time, weigh the overall markets against that sector. So sometimes you might have a bunch of stocks on one screen that's all related to the financials, and you might see one financial is holding up better than all the other ones, and that financial will be you write a note about that, you take that in consideration, you find out why that stock is doing well versus the other one, and probably going to set you up for a better trade in the future. So even if you don't even act on a lot of the information you get on these charts, it's always important. The more information you can absorb and see, the more you're going to understand about the markets. But again, tracking the ES tracking the ES and comparing it to the overall individual stocks on your focus list or on any type of list that you're looking. The more stocks you look at, the better chances you're going to see one that gets a generous move where you could trade it. And the more stocks you could see, hence the more stocks you might be able to trade. And a lot of times, a person's trading with one monitor or two monitors, they ended up closing. They have to close out the window, open up another window just to get it. And that's just not it. So much better to have it on the corner of your eye. Slowly, take each monitor, break that monitor into a sector. Also, like on my monitor, I keep all the 10 for 1,000 watch list up on one monitor, so I could actually follow those. And then another sector would be financials. Another sector is something I was watching, the building stocks or construction material stocks. Just break it down like that. That way you could overall watch to see if there's a sector performance or is it individual stocks versus the overall market. Great little tool to have. Just you have to have enough monitors to do that. And that's it. Just wanted to stress that point. Also do a plug for our RPM show, Tykes Supply. They do offer these monitor stands. You get these monitor stands. I've been looking all over. I look on these other big sites and stuff, and they're $400, $500. Tykes Supply, TYKES, I think it is. It's a monitor stands. You could Google it. They have unbelievable prices. So I actually bought a few of these single monitors that I put up on the wall. They were under $100. I mean, 4 or 5 monitor stands like under $200. It's unbelievable. Or 6 monitor stand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6, under real cheap. So anyway, put in RPM into the code and get an additional 5% off for RPM for that tech show that's always on Tuesdays. Trader Tech. If you want to know more about monitors, you want to know more about computers and how to set them up. Trader Tech show, RPM's Tech Live show, is on Tuesdays from 9 o'clock to 11. I think 11 now, 9 to 11, around that level. But you can ask all the questions you want on the show about this type of stuff. All right, that's enough.